Hey everybody, today I'm sitting here with Emma Ridings with Ridings Law, and I had met Emma at a chamber event not too long ago, and I had a ton of questions for her, and I thought perhaps I would ask some of those questions and share it with my audience as well. So I hope you learned something from this process, and if it's okay, Emma, I'm just going to dive right in and ask you some questions. All right.
Let's do it.
All right, so as we talked about, there's older couples out there that have the houses, the investments, the older children, et cetera, and are there documents, maybe 3 or 4 documents that someone should have to ensure that their assets won't go through a probate type process?
Yeah, absolutely. So when the goal is avoiding probate, there are 2 key documents that your typical person is going to need. The first one is a trust. Sometimes you hear people call it a revocable living trust. There's different names for it, but at the end of the day, it's a trust. And a trust is something that you can put your assets into it. And when your assets are inside of a trust, depending on the terms of the trust, you basically have a situation where the government allows those assets to kind of bypass the probate court and go straight to the beneficiaries under the terms of the trust. And the trustee is the person who actually makes those transfers happen.
Okay, so document number 1 is a trust.
A trust. And then the second instrument that is super helpful and very accessible to people is a beneficiary deed. A beneficiary deed is for real estate. So you could have a beneficiary deed for each property you happen to have if you own more than one piece of property. And that allows, it is effective upon the death of a person. And so between the time of when you record it and when you pass away, you could always revoke it if you need to. But it goes into effect upon death, which means you retain full ownership and title to the property while you're alive.
Okay, that's a beneficiary deed.
Yes.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so from the perspective of if you're planning for health emergencies, incapacity, and that sort of thing, everyone would want to consider having a power of attorney in place.
Okay.
This has the benefit of allowing someone to help manage your finances.
Okay.
Okay, and so that allows someone to pay bills on your behalf, enter into contracts on your behalf, and just help you keep your affairs sorted when you need some help. And then you have we call it an advanced medical directive or a living will or a healthcare power of attorney. These instruments all kind of work together and are typically included as one document.
Okay.
And those documents allow a person to kind of state to doctors in the world what they would and would not want to happen to them in a healthcare situation where they can't speak for themselves.
Okay. So if my wife and I were to go through a process similar to that, we'd be able to sleep easy at night because everything's covered?
Yes, both in life and if you were to pass.
All right, awesome. All right, question number 2.